My definition of parental love would be unconditional love, no matter the circumstance, and through eternity and life.
And I feel like people are more prideful. For example, gay pride. I like how everyone comes out and basically they're not ashamed of who they are. And back in the old days, it was hard for people to be open with family and others and other loved ones, and I feel like I can relate to that because I just recently came out to my parents and it was hard.
I mean, just giving up, I guess, everything for your child. I don't know how to explain. I mean, I guess giving the world to your child and doing everything for your child. I don't know. I guess that.
Okay. Love. To me, passionate love is anything that really makes you want to dedicate time and energy to whatever the topic is. For me, that's massage therapy, hands down. I went into the field right out of high school. I knew it was what I wanted to do. I kind of had a calling for it at a young age. And I'm so thankful to have it in my life. Thankful. But really though, when it comes down to something like passionate love for what I do, it's really all about caring for people and nurturing them and making a difference versus just what people think about massage is just relaxation, and you know, they don't really see the medical benefits a lot of the time, but making a difference in people's lives. And you know, if they're really struggling with like a chronic illness, for example, and they get off your table feeling stronger, feeling better, not needing to take as many medications, etc. That to me is my definition of passionate love, because it just enhances my love for the work with every experience.
It just means a bond that you can kind of like forever look on and know that somebody has your back throughout like your ups and downs, through thick and thin.
What does this relationship mean to you? Because you mentioned you have a partner.
Me and my partner are doing really good. I feel like even though there might be many negativity outside of our relationship regarding like family members not like agreeing, or others in particular being homophobic, or still not, even though gay marriage has been legalized in other states, other people may still not agree and will still talk down on the LGBTQ community.
Everything. He's my world.
Oh.
What do you love most about your dad?
I love the unconditional love that he gives me, even though sometimes it's extremely tough. I'm just proud of the man that he's like molding me into today. Even though he's not perfect, like I like that he gives me both aspects of like an everyday life, you know?
Yeah.
Everything. I love everything about him. Oh my god. Everything. Just the way everything. He's my little piece of me.
Massage therapy.
Oh man, I love how every client and every experience is completely different. You know, when we train for massage therapy, when we're in school for it, we learn a variety of modalities or styles of massage, every different kind of massage, like deep tissue, hot stone, Swedish, those are all called modalities. And with each modality that you learn and being able to apply them in completely different ways for every client individually, I love that. Just the variety, it's never the same twice. And for me, that just kind of keeps me on my toes, for sure.
I would probably change like our communication skills at times, but for the most part, I'm a firm believer in that everything happens for a reason, so probably not.
No, I don't think I would change anything as of right now.
No, I mean, I've had him 9 months so far, so just keep growing with him, and learning with him. So.
I mean, I guess I was kind of led to believe in massage school that that I'd be able to like make a lot of money doing this work.
Right.
And
Relatable.
it's turned into being that I have the love and the passion for it. It does kind of outweigh the fact that I'm not like rolling in the dough. The fact that I still want to do it and I haven't wanted to give up almost 10 years in, you know, to try to find another career that'll make me more money while, you know, taking away what I love to do. I think that it does, you know, that would be something that I would change. I would like to be able to kind of support myself a little bit more efficiently doing this work. But otherwise, like the bad, you know, is outweighed by the good for sure.
This person.
Whatever you do in the dark will come to the light.
Relationship.
I feel like the most valuable thing I learned in this relationship is to not be afraid of who I am. I feel like being with my partner has opened me up in different ways, and I feel like I'm not afraid. Like, even though I do respect my parents and their choices and others around me, it has made me mature to take charge of my own decisions and to stand up for myself and not worry about what others need to say.
Love and meaning of life. I mean, I guess before I didn't really care. Now it's like, he's my life.
Patience, I think, and just being able to. There is something that we learn in massage school called holding space. So when you're in your small little room with your 4 little walls and your little candles and your soft music, anybody can come in with a variety of needs. Maybe someone does just want to come in and it's just their escape for 1 hour of peace and quiet.
The importance of parental love is just building that bond with your child and letting them know that no matter what, you're going to be there to help them throughout their lifetime, their ups and their downs, and to mold them into who they want to become, but ideally, like, I guess, however you want to see them mature in the long run.
What's important? Being able to be there for him, love him, just be with him.
I think I sort of touched on it earlier, but I think that what I would want people to know about massage therapy that they might not know already is that it's so good for your health. And I don't just mean that from a biased opinion because I am a massage therapist. Just by learning and, you know, every 2 years we have to continue our education and make sure that our license is up to date and we're constantly learning and evolving. There are so many different benefits to your health that massage therapy can offer, and I feel like people don't always see it as like a medical need or like a necessity, but those who begin a regular regimen of massage therapy will absolutely tell you that it changes their life for the better. They sleep better, they digest their food better, less stress in general, fewer aches and pains, they don't get as sick as often. It really, that's something that I would want to preach is like get a massage at least once a month on average if you can.
Come see us.
Come see us.
Okay, so.
My life changed because of him, just because he gave me a chance. I don't think I would be here where I'm at today, progression-wise, maturity-wise, pretty much in all aspects without him.
It has changed because I feel as though even though I am open with it and my partner is somewhat open with it, we still have to face some difficulties outside, like basically like people that are still homophobic and may not understand or are mature enough of their decisions. My parents, even though they might be okay with it, they still might feel some type of way. So I feel like those are some things I face on a daily basis that I have to overcome sometimes.
Yeah, I guess that's changed. I mean, now it's like I have a reason to live, a reason to, you know, do something in life for him. He's everything to me.
Oh. therapy?
I feel like, especially because I started so young, because I'm 27 now and I started when I was 18, like freshly 18, I think it's just made me a more compassionate person, a less judgmental person in general, because we're not judging the people on our table of like, oh, they have weird tattoos, or oh, they have backbeat, or oh, they have one leg that's shorter than the other. I mean, that
just
might
like
sound,
normal now.
Yeah, like it's, every person individually. I don't see them for their exterior because I see so many different exteriors on a daily basis, and I feel like it's just made me like a more open individual and like a better listener, because I really want to like listen and hear my clients' needs and be able to really help them. So like the communication aspect, like it's really changed me for the better in that way for sure.
I think parental love affects society at a huge rate just because there's a lot of people out in society that don't have an opportunity to have a parent or a parental figure in their life that actually makes a huge impact on them or shows them unconditional love in general. And sometimes I feel like it's a cold world and we don't really show the normal means of love, whether that's small communications of, hey, how are you doing? How to channel your emotions, small things like that. So
I feel like it impacts society today because society I feel like even though gay marriage has still been legalized in other states, society isn't still ready for, some parts of society are still not ready for it. They're not mature enough, and I feel like this is gonna be a big movement in the future. I feel like right now people may think that many things are happening now and it's like, and it's the end of it, and I feel like gay marriage is gonna become something big in the future.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you just show love, no, to like your kids, and then love between all of us.
Yeah.
For like I said, for those who do receive on a regular basis and realize how it can impact their life, like maybe they are someone who doesn't receive a lot of positive touch in their life. Maybe they live alone. Maybe they are introverted. Maybe they've been through some kind of trauma, and they barely even receive hugs from people. Maybe they work in a little cubicle all day and night, and they just go to and from work, and that is their life. I think it's really important for people to realize that, as fortunate as I know that I am to have lots of great friends and family, to be able to offer, things like gentle hugs or, a relationship, to be able to have, even something intimate with someone. I think that it really does impact society for people who don't receive any kind of positive touch. I have a client who is suffering with ovarian cancer right now. And when I started working with her, she had an emotional release one day, and I, just kind of had to sit with her on her staircase and kind of cry with her a little bit and let her know that I'm here not just for the medical need, but I'm here to offer her positive touch, because yes, she has great friends and family. That's how she and I were connected for her to receive massage, but all the touch that she's receiving is scary, and it's negative, and it's needles, and it's doctors in her face, and it's tests, and it's results, and it's overwhelming. And she would definitely agree that a way that it can kind of impact her and impact society is the fact that she is receiving that positive touch, and it makes a big difference. And I think that should be spread around more.
You made me tear.
Oh my god,
That was so cute. I love that. Okay.
best part about my relationship is if I really wanted to, I probably could tell my dad anything. Even though he would probably judge me, but like I could tell him anything, which is pretty cool. He wouldn't care. He'd be mad, but like, he wouldn't really care.
I feel like just the good times and like literally like not worrying about like anything. Like I feel like being in a lesbian relationship is something to be proud about, and I don't want anyone changing my mind about it. That's something that I always mention to everyone when they ask me how I feel about being in a relationship that is not with a heterosexual couple.
Everything. he's my baby. So I get to learn and teach him as he grows, and I grow too.
I feel like you're about to everything you just said.
Literally everything. No, I would say I would leave it down to three things. The variety of, again, just, with all the knowledge that I have of doing this for almost 10 years, and again, to be able to implement that in different ways to help people individually, I love that. I love even incorporating things like natural essential oils for, overall health benefit. And again, just, it's brought me to this more compassionate place in my life where as an adult, I can just see things with a more broad mind, and I feel like I can help people on many different levels. There's so many things that I love about massage therapy. I'm really happy that I chose this field, and I want to do it till my hands fall off.
Awesome. Thank you. Everyone say bye to Tiffany. Bye, Tiffany. Bye.